Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Joy. I hope you're all doing well. This is my third update on the Years of Usage Eyeshadow Project Pan for 2022. This project is created by Sarah Catherine, and the goal of this project is to use each eyeshadow in the project 22 times. If I hit pan on the eyeshadow before 22 uses, it is considered hitting goal on that eyeshadow already. I am working on these 4 eyeshadow palettes, and there are a total of 60 eyeshadows in here, but I'm only working on 57 eyeshadows in this project because I already hit my goal on the 3 eyeshadows last year when I did this same project. And the 3 eyeshadows are coming from this You Can Be Belonging eyeshadow palette, because this one I worked on last year and I included this in this project this year because I would like to hit goal on all of the eyeshadows in this palette. These other 3 are new eyeshadow palettes in this project. So far, I've already hit goal on 4 eyeshadows for this project. One of them is coming from the Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette, and the other 3 are coming from the You Can Be Belonging eyeshadow palette. Hitting goal on this project seems a bit slow and will take a few more months before I get to a decent hit goal number. My goal to be on track on this project is to have at least 86 uses per update and to hit goal on at least one eyeshadow per update. I managed to hit goal on both targets. So I hit goal on one eyeshadow for this update, and I have used the eyeshadows 86 times. Let me start my update with this You Can Be Belonging eyeshadow palette. So this is where the 3 eyeshadows that I am not working on, and that's the Stranded, Weekender, Jet, because I already hit goal on that last year. So last year was 21 uses and this year is 22 uses. For Weekender though, I think it was on my 14th or 15th uses that I hit pan on this one. So that's considered hitting goal already. Looking at my progress here, I may not have the same experience as the Weekender, where I was able to hit goal on the eyeshadow or hit pan on the eyeshadow before hitting the 22 uses. The 3 eyeshadows that I already hit goal on for this year's project is Breakaway, Good As Gone, and Punk. So these 3, I've used them 22 times. And the new eyeshadow, the additional eyeshadow I hit goal on is this shade Guilt Trip. And that's the only eyeshadow I hit goal on for this update. The eyeshadows in here that have the most usage, apart from those that I already hit goal on, is this shade Wild Heart. I've used this 18 times, closely followed by Big Sky with 17 uses, and then Wanderlust with 16 uses. The least used eyeshadow is still Double Life. There's just 1 usage for this one, and I used this once last year, not this year. So this I haven't worked on this year yet. So this eyeshadow palette, I also used this 29 times for this update. Now let me move on to this Dreamland You Can Be eyeshadow palette. This one I used this 21 times. I didn't focus on this eyeshadow palette as much as I did last month, where I was focusing on having a pink eyeshadow look. The most used eyeshadow in here is Supreme. I've used this 18 times now, and I am confident that I will hit goal on this one for my next update. The eyeshadow that I use the most following the Supreme shade is Triumph. I've used that 11 times. And then for the rest, I haven't hit the 10 uses mark yet. In my previous update, Aphrodite, I haven't used yet, but this time, for this update, I've now used this twice. And the least used eyeshadow now is Blank Canvas. I've only used that once. Now for these two, so this is 29 uses, this is 21 uses, so that's a total of 50 uses. For this Urban Decay Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette, I've used this 23 times for this update. And I've already hit goal on this shade Blackout in my previous update. For this eyeshadow palette, there are 3 eyeshadow that I've hit the 10 uses mark already, and that's the shade Stark, Harajuku, and Danger. The least used eyeshadow is Baby and Serious. I've used each of these eyeshadow twice only. My favorite so far in this eyeshadow palette is this shade Pop. I've been using this as an eyeshadow topper. So this one, I've used this 23 times. So now the total number of uses for this 3 eyeshadow is 73. I mentioned that I've also hit goal on the 86 uses. And that is because for this 6-pan eyeshadow palette, I've used this 13 times. But I still haven't hit goal on any of the eyeshadows. The eyeshadow with the most uses is this yellow shade. I've used that 18 times. Followed by this pink shade, I've used that 15 times. Among the 6 eyeshadow, I would say my favorite is still this green shade. This is a Franken shade. I've mixed 3 different green shades together to create this eyeshadow. Normally, I use this green eyeshadow together with the Big Sky or Wanderlust eyeshadow in the You Can Be Belonging eyeshadow palette. So there, I've hit goal on the 86 uses, and I also hit goal on 1 eyeshadow for this update. This is my 3rd update for this project. On my progress on this eyeshadow so far, I know that I will be able to hit goal on 1 eyeshadow for my next update, and that will be the Supreme shade from the You Can Be Dreamland eyeshadow palette. My plan is to focus on hitting the 86 uses, which is now becoming a bit of a struggle as I focus on my Pandat Palette 22 project. So apart from the Supreme shade, it will just be a surprise if I manage to hit goal on a few more eyeshadows for my next update. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!